Finally, Stonebwoy has set records no straight or say he is not an industry boy.
How does that make you
Thanks
feel?
for asking. I think this will be probably the first time, if I remember, speaking to the effect that I am an industry boy. If I'm not, I should be. You see, sometimes when I answer something some way, people just get slightly like, bro, state fact, I'm not an industry boy to be that an industry sat down to craft. No, the industry is responsible for every creative. The industry is responsible for the growth and the well-being of our creative arts. From the Hits FM to all the radio stations globally, all the TV, all the traditional media and modern media, however. So I don't know why, I don't give it too much, value, because it's just a talk. You know where it's coming from. We all understand. And he's spoken it so many times to just contrast it against himself. But that's not the truth. I want people to look at things the way it's supposed to be. Why I hate to explain also sometimes is that somebody don't care what it is,
So Stonebwoy, we need Artist of the Year or TGMAs. We need, other categories. Dancehall, reggae dancehall Artist of the Year. We need, Artist of the Year or 3 Music. Just recently, we need, Man of the Year or EMY Africa and other several awards. A lot of people believe it's a Stonebwoy, a industry boy. Well, Saliman sort of painted a particular picture like that quite recently. Say, they had a caucus meeting to boycott the craft of Stonebwoy's rival, Shatta. Not just promoting or no Stonebwoy. Now, Shatta and so Taika say your industry boy, referring to Stonebwoy in this situation. Finally, Stonebwoy about set a record straight or say on industry boy. Or say just say or no. Oye juma pa na enye say industry and I just say omo plotty just to put us in. Never. That is not the case. He has worked his ass out and continues to work his ass out. Well, Oko PMO or Hit FM with Legendary and the Dusty and or did this response by to every single individual labeling him as an industry boy. Well, that particular video credit to Hit FM.
We've spoken about this a few times. The Ghanaians want the best for themselves, so we have to put on that mentality to be able to get the best. We can't get the best by doing half-halves or always comparing and always bashing our own quickly. We tend to see more troubles with our own more than see the prospects. So these are just fundamentals, problems that we really, and it's important that we need to.
Actually, in recent times, we've heard about. I know you've heard about the industry boy conversation and how people are trying to pitch you against other people. But I know how you really want every artist to succeed. I mean,
of course,
when you hear some of the industry boy conversation, which is churned negatively, how does that make you feel?
Thanks for asking. I think this will be probably the first time, if I remember, speaking to the effect that I am an industry boy. If I'm not, I should be. You see, sometimes when I answer something some way, people just get slightly like, bro, state fact, I'm not an industry boy to be that an industry sat down to craft. No, the industry is responsible for every creative. The industry is responsible for the growth and the well-being of our creative arts. From the Hits FM to all the radio stations globally, all the TV, all the traditional media and modern media, however. So I don't know why, I don't give it too much, value, because it's just a talk. You know where it's coming from. We all understand. And he's spoken it so many times to just contrast it against himself. But that's not the truth. I want people to look at things the way it's supposed to be. Why I hate to explain also sometimes is that somebody don't care what it is. We have hardcore fans who believe whatever it is, but it's not. You have to be constructive sometimes, in as much as you're a hardcore fan, to check the reality. Nobody is fighting anybody anywhere against somebody. It's not correct. It's not accurate. If it is accurate, it's not accurate. So I'm not an industry boy per se, and I can't see myself as such. So I've always just smiled and moved on over that conversation. But it's good that I pin it, because it's somewhat becoming
a
certain reality, you know, to snort.
What's next, please?
Stone, congratulations on your album.
The industry loves me though, because I love them.
And you know how to relate.
So that is in the spirit of I'm an industry boy for myself from the beginning, because I love that. It's my industry, of course. I cannot create hate for myself within the industry, of course.
So the album is very, very good, and I'm not too surprised about the kind of songs you've released, because earlier this year you're on this show and you give a teaser, That's Your Body. And when I heard that song, I could imagine the kind of tunes we are going to have when the album is out. And Jejireje also came in. I have seen some political team floating.
They all owe me. They all owe me.
They all So I was very happy when
at least for the usage.
Exactly, but I was very happy when Andy brought in that question about you getting some political, link or maybe deal. Look, when I listen to this album, I feel strategically you really worked on it, because there are songs that are targeted at the UK market, the US market, even Jamaica, South Africa, Nigeria, and it tells how you really understand the game. So when I hear people say, "Oh, even this album you released just the timing just to get Grammy nomination recognition," I feel those comments are unnecessary, because if you are releasing an album, timing is also important. You have to be strategic about it. You don't just release album just for releasing sake. And if you are even targeting Grammys, you've not stolen fried fish, where it should be a big issue. Exactly. Stonebwoy is targeting Grammys. No.
Okay.
So why should that become a big issue? And you see, sometimes you also be pushing our people. Oh, you need to work hard. You need to fight harder. You need to be aggressive. A video surfaced on social media where you met Taylor Swift, and you were trying to get in touch and see how best you guys can. And same people also came on social media that you are doing and self-put. And I felt those kind of comments are very unnecessary. You are very smart. You understand the game very well. And the Up and Running album tells the level you are now. I think you are just at the beginning
you see,
point.
those comments are opposition comments. It's just like MPP NDC, easy. So sometimes I see it likely, but it doesn't stop me from doing what I got to do. Because meeting Taylor Swift, I saw the video again on my phone. Sometimes the thing pops up again, and I realize the way she stopped, where we shake hands, that one alone self-aboarding. That one alone will be career, be that. That one big pass, many careers. That handshake and that Taylor Swift, that me alone I know what you tell her. Wait, you know what you tell me. Where we alone we know what we they talk about.
So there's something what
did she tell you?
Make I tell you. If you see the video, me I know what I tell her. Wait, where the thing go far. You see, Taylor Swift.
But my last point.
But at least it was really
last point. Very quick. Not too long ago, we were discussing about Ghanaian music producers and the kind of works they are
King Hagler.
And I remember mentioning.
Yeah, I remember me 10 minutes. Some more royalties no money. 10% in female.
Throwing more light on street beats when you're having a conversation with Rick Ross. I am very happy about that. I mean, giving that spotlight, especially with what you just did this morning. Giving recognition to the ladies in the panditry space. You've really done well. You didn't mention Sally. Sally also love you.
Oh, yes.
Sally has been defending you.
No, but you see, Sally, when I mentioned and I used Doreen Avio as an example, you should know there is just to represent an era. Even probably maybe Sally would have, yes, I remember Sally around that done, so it covers for that respectfully. Hey, Sally is somebody, you see me, somebody, we need to be very honest. Upon all the opposition talks and all of that, nobody can prove anything. This is the reality. I have not raised my voice to say one negative thing about anybody. If you have video, post it. You will never find a Stonebwoy coming to start a fight or say, where I may say, this, or even insult. No, my own is respect, because I really know that you have to give, like we're talking about the home situation. You can never find me. It's not anywhere that you see Stonebwoy insulting somebody or trying to create to dirty somebody. It's not in my nature. It's never in my nature. So at least use that. I want to use that to know who I am, the kind of person I am. You know what I'm saying? So I respect people, irrespective of the things they say or the comments they make. Why? Because you cannot imagine what people are going through. Personal interest is playing. Group interest is playing. Pressure. It's easy. People might say something this morning, and in the evening they realize that I shouldn't have said that.
Cocktail.
There are so many things going on with all of us. So I cannot worry too much.
So to those of us who refer to Stonebwoy as an industry boy, and I just winning several, a set record straight. According to him, he is not an industry boy. Now, Crawford say la omun jindi. Once, a lot of people akasa edia fahum akokreku mante Saliman and other people akasa there. Say whether he likes it or not, he is an industry boy, and as an industry favorite. They are working things out in his favor. Adolfo, a way a story be a trendy. Why didn't you on it in here? We share video on YouTube. When subscribe here, do well. Say over subscribe. Adolfo, yeah, that's it.
Vimbaz TV.